All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce that I have a new ticker symbol for you guys. Stay tuned till the end. You won't want to miss it. Analysis ratings are pretty positive based off the research that I've done. I highly recommend doing your own research, and it's dominating in its own sector. So this has a lot more room beyond what analysis ratings are probably even seeing in the long term, but it's definitely one to watch since it broke out from consolidation and it's having a slight pullback. So you definitely want to have it on your radar. So stay tuned to the end for that information. So here we are, Zomedica Corp. So beginning on early in the day, you can see here, this is the 20th, this is the 21st, and yesterday's resistance leading into today is pretty important. So I want every single investor, I want to emphasize on this resistance level now because the 50-day moving average is actually now even below it, way more below it than it was before. It actually touched it and then fell down to newer lows. We're currently sitting at 104 for the 50-day moving average. This is a very important resistance level moving forward. I want every single investor to keep that in mind. Once the bulls break through the 50-day moving average and get above it, this is probably one of the most important resistance levels moving forward. And then we'll worry about the next ones at 110 and then all the way up here at 124. But before that, 107 is looking pretty significant and a wall there. You could see how the bulls try to break through that yesterday and then tried today early on in the day and they got rejected. Interesting enough, once they reached it, that's where the rejection started. Before that, they had some momentum, and then the rejection started, and they're sitting down here. So 107, very important. I want every single investor to be aware of that. So support here, 99 cents, very important as well. We're sitting right above it by a thread, right? And our new support level is $1. So if this breaks through support here, right, this is a very narrow stretch. Your next one is 99 cents and then down here at 96 cents. Now, I do want to emphasize to every single investor, this is hanging out pretty well, right, within this area. It's not going to newer lows. It's not breaking through the 96 cent range. If it breaks through that, the next one's down here at 86, 85, give or take, and then the lowest point 81, 80 cents, give or take. It's holding itself up pretty well. Now, what we want is for Zomedica to stay above $1. I think that's probably the most important point here. I think I said that yesterday, and I want to emphasize that. As long as this stays above $1, consolidates, hangs on tight for good news, or any hype or speculation that can make this drive up and be a catalyst, that will be healthy for Zomedica to stay within this range till the next catalyst. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. Now, here we are at this point, currently where we're at, and we could see how it's a really close and narrow stretch. I mean, this is a very, very narrow stretch. We have the 50-day moving average right there at 104. We are sitting at 101, and our resistance is 102. And if the bulls break through that, that's not that important. They need to break through 104 and then get up here to 107, which there's been 2 rejections there. But 102 just lets us know where the momentum is going. As investors, this is a good indicator, but it doesn't guarantee that the bulls have gained control until they break through 104. And then they need to aim for 107 and pull upwards. And then our support is right there by a thread as well at $1. The next one's 99 cents and then 96 cents. So we want to watch these numbers very closely, but things are pretty quiet. And also volume is pretty high and there's not much movement. So that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Why? Because if volume's really high and it's not really moving much down, moving much up, it's going to take a lot of volume to take this in the upward direction for the bulls. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. But the most important point right now in this whole entire chart is to stay above $1, even though we're in bearish territory, and for the bulls to aim for 104 and then 107 to work their way up to newer highs. I think that's probably one of the most important things right now in this chart, and to stay away from the support levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end. I'm about to share with you guys a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. You definitely want to have this one on your watch list. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one I've been watching for some time, but it was hanging out around the same area for almost a month or maybe even longer. And I was just trying to see because things were looking kind of quiet, but analysis ratings were being upgraded in the last few months and weeks leading up to this point, and I wasn't seeing much movement, but they were stating that their upgrades, are forecasts up in like 6 months from now, a year from now. And this ticker symbol, you've probably heard about it before. I highly suggest doing more research on it and doing your due diligence. But the ticker symbol is ZNGA, Zynga Inc. I don't know if you guys have heard about it before, but it was hanging around the same area. You could see some consolidation here within the $9 mark. And then also a little bit before that, it was around that area and it fell. So I was watching it. I was trying to see, are these upgrades really true? Are these forecasts possible? And now we're seeing it actually running up. So this is definitely one you want to add to your watch list, and especially since it broke out of this consolidation here. And instead of going in the opposite direction like we saw previously when it ran up to the $9 mark and it pulled back, it actually ran up to the $9 mark. It held pretty well, and it ran up now to highs here of about $11. Now, $11 is actually what analysis rating price targets are actually. They're rating it to be on the low end, $11, the mid end around 12 and some change, and the high end that I've seen, unless anybody upgrades higher than that, so far is anywhere between $14 to $15. Now, the fact that it ran up and it's pulling back, this is probably a good time to watch this and keep it on your radar moving forward, because it still has room to grow. Now, when I see those numbers of 11 plus, you could see the history of the chart. It was growing its way up, and it reached highs here of about $11.15. So anything above $11 are new highs, and they're going to be new resistance levels to be broken through. This is definitely one to have on your watch list moving forward. I've seen a lot of good things about it, and I definitely recommend doing your research and due diligence to then make a rational decision. But you want this one on your radar, especially now that I saw the consolidation actually get broken through. That means that this has momentum to possibly continue to run. Now, the reason why this broke through recently is because of good news. I mean, you're going to see articles pop up. They made it into India, I believe, and so forth. So they're expanding. But this company has a lot of potential moving forward. They dominate in their sector of internet software services, of games and so forth. And also, they're looking to expand internationally, which is going to be growth. And when a company's growing, its stock share should probably grow as well, and market capitalization over time. So very interesting. I definitely wanted to share this with you guys because I was watching it closely. It dipped. It started to run up. We were watching the consolidation. It looked like it was going down here at the beginning of January, back down to $8 and some change. But no, it came back, and it actually broke out of that area, those resistance levels up here at the high $9 mark and beginning $10 mark, and hit 11, and now it's pulling back. So you definitely want to watch this one closely moving forward. As always, if you found the video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share it with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. And as always, thank you so much, and let's make some money.